Today I wanted to bring you my Evade Spiritborn build that absolutely destroys Torment 1 to 4 and lets you speed farm content with ease. It's powerful, tanky, and it's super fast, meaning farming nightmare dungeons and the pit won't be a chore at all. Unlike other builds, we're completing Torment 4 content with very standard gear, no uber uniques, barely any greater affixes, no runes because real money gold trading seems to have made every decent rune 500 million or more, and we haven't even unlocked our final Paragon board yet, so this build can become much stronger and probably clear up to around pit 100. The build follows on directly from my Evade leveling build, so if you're between levels 1 to 60 then I highly recommend checking out that video first. Build link will be down in the comments or description below. So how does this build work? We spam our Evade button so that we can trigger our Eagle Spirit Hall, which sends out storm feathers to nearby enemies which inflict huge damage. By spamming Thunderstrike and using a pair of boots with attacks reduce Evade cooldown, we're able to reduce our Evade cooldown very quickly, so we can basically spam it. If you're looking to find out how to spam Thunderstrike whilst moving, then check out my leveling video or the planner below, which explains how to do that. So how do we scale our damage? We use a combination of 3 uniques which really push our damage out. The Harmony of Ibawaka helmet gives us more damage based on how many spirit types our skills are. More interestingly, it makes our skills have a secondary type based on our secondary spirit hall. As a result, we make our secondary spirit hall Gorilla, so that we can use the aspect of undying hits repeatedly whenever we spam Thunderstrike to boost our weapon damage massively based on armor rating. We also have the Sunbird's Gorget, which makes our Storm Feathers not only an Eagle skill but a Jaguar skill, which means it benefits from Harmony of Ibawaka, but also passives such as Potent and Furnace, which boost Jaguar skill damage by a ton. Then our final unique is Band of First Breath, whereby anytime we evade we're going to consume a stack of resolve and boost our damage multiplicatively by up to 40%. This ring also gives us more resolve stacks, which is great because we use this with aspect of interdiction to increase our block chance to the 100% cap whenever we use our armored hide ability, which instantly gives us max stacks of resolve and also 100% block chance, but that only lasts for 4 seconds, so it's nice to keep the max block chance up beyond that as resolve stacks stay for much longer. Block chance is important because on our two-handed legendary weapon we have the aspect of redirected force, which gives us more critical strike damage based off of our block chance. Our final method of increasing our damage is by using our ultimate. This gives us free casts of armored hide as long as that's the last skill you pressed apart from Thunderstrike or Evade, which will trigger max stacks of resolve for aspect of interdiction and redirected force. Our ultimate will also trigger passives such as Resolution and Supremacy, which also boost our damage even further. So based off this, our rotation becomes pretty simple. Before a pack of enemies, I use Armored Hide, then I use my ultimate skill, the Hunter. Then I start spamming Thunderstrike and spamming Evade again and again until the enemies are dead. I can keep spamming Armored Hide for free, and sometimes my Hunter ultimate skill automatically resets, which I'll explain how a little later. At this point we can redo the rotation again. So now that you understand how the build works, let's go over our skill tree. We have 4 points into Thunderstrike, 1 into Enhanced Thunderspike, and 1 into Accelerated Thunderspike. This gives us enough points to bypass this cluster and go here. I put 1 point into Ravager, which I use more for its passive bonus to boost our ferocity stacks, which gives us more attack speed. We put 3 points into Mirage, so we can put 3 points into Unrestrained Power. This is basically active all the time thanks to one of our jewels this season, which I'll talk about a little bit later. I put 1 point into Endurance, so we can put 3 points into Perseverance. This gives us more damage reduction per stack of Resolve, which is super nice for survivability in the build as we get crazy amounts of Resolve. 5 points into Armored Hide, 1 into Enhanced, and 1 into Reinforced Armored Hide. Armored Hide does give us 100% block chance and max stacks of resolve whenever we use it. 1 point into Patient Guard, so we can put 3 points into Auspicious for barrier generation, 1 into Counterattack, 1 into Enhanced Counterattack, and 1 into Reinforced Counterattack. The main reason we get Counterattack is so we can benefit from Reinforced Counterattack passively. We don't actually use the skill actively in our rotation. 3 points into Resilient, 3 into Brilliance, which boosts damage based off your movement speed, 3 into Acceleration for more Eagle damage. We put 3 points into Potent and 3 into Furnace, so Jaguar skills damage is boosted even further, which if you remember, thanks to our unique amulet, our Evade Storm Feathers now are Jaguar skills. I then put 3 points into Resolution, 1 into Spiritual Attunement, 3 into Supremacy, 2 into Initiative, and 3 into Intricacy, and 1 into Sustenance. This means whenever we use the Hunter ability, we can get a massive damage boost through these passives, and we can keep spamming Armored Hide to keep our block chance and stacks of resolve high. I put 2 points into the Hunter, 1 into Harmonious Hunter, and 1 into Exalted Hunter, which is what gives us a chance to reset our ultimate ability. Our key passive is Vital Strikes for more damage and constant healing. Let's move on to gear. So we have the Harmony of Ibawaka, which gives us more damage through its unique ability, as our Storm Feathers are now Jaguar skills as well as Eagle skills, thanks to Sunbird's Gorget. It also makes all our other skills Gorilla skills, which will trigger unyielding hits more often as well. Masterwork crit damage reduction if you can. On our chest piece we have Dexterity, Maximum Life and Armor. You want to temper for total armor and barrier generation. Aim for the Masterwork crits to hit total armor. We have the aspect of Interdiction for more block chance. Now some of you will have noticed that Armored Hide itself also gives us 100% block chance, which is the cap, and if we're spamming that enough then this is a wasted aspect. There are times however when you don't have this off cooldown along with your ultimate, so I do like this aspect to keep my block chance high at all times to keep our damage and survivability up. But if you are finding it useless and you're surviving easily, then you may want to use something like the Jackant's Shell here, which will give you tons of armor for more unyielding hits damage, and it will give you cooldown reduction every second when it drains your health, which will make your ultimate ability uptime even better. Vital Strikes and Barrier will keep you alive, but yeah, you don't want to be using Jackant's Shell if you're pretty squishy. Our gloves have Dexterity, Maximum Life and critical hit chance, temper for Storm Feather potency and barrier generation. Aim for your Masterwork crits to hit Storm Feather potency. We have the Conceited aspect here for more damage whenever we have a barrier up. Our pants have Dexterity, Armor and Maximum Life, temper for total armor and barrier generation. Masterwork crit total armor. Here we have the aspect of Disobedience for more armor stacking. Our boots we have Dexterity, Maximum Life, and then you probably want armor again. Here you want to temper for Evade cooldown reduction and barrier generation. Aim your Masterwork crits to hit Evade cooldown reduction. Make sure your boots also have the attacks reduce Evade cooldown implicit, and I have the Duelist aspect here for more ferocity stacks. Our amulet is Sunbird's Gorget. Aim for your Masterwork crits to hit potent. For your legendary ring, go for Dexterity, Maximum Life and critical hit chance, temper for Storm Feather potency and defensive cooldown reduction. Aim for your Masterwork crits to hit Storm Feather potency. Here we have the unyielding hits aspect. Your other ring, you can either use the unique Band of First Breath for more damage whenever you evade, which gives us more damage all the time, or if you don't have that, then you can use another legendary ring similar to the one above I have, but have the aspect as Vehement Brawler for more damage whenever you use your ultimate ability. For our weapon we have a polearm which has more vulnerable damage as is implicit. You want Dexterity, Maximum Life and critical hit damage as your rolls. Temper for Spirit Hall potency and Storm Feather potency. Masterwork crit Spirit Hall potency, which is the best temper for damage. It will multiplicatively boost your entire Eagle Spirit Hall, so it's better than Storm Feather potency, which is additive. For our gems we have Amethyst for armor for barrier generation, which I'll explain in a second why it's so important, and emeralds for our weapon for more critical hit damage. Instead of using 2 of the amethysts and 2 of the emeralds on your weapon, eventually you will want to use runes. I just haven't gotten them yet because they are quite expensive and quite rare to drop. You want to use a Kier rune, which gives you 300 offering whenever you use 5 skills. Then you want to use the Gar rune, which gives you more critical strike chance for 5 seconds. The other runes you want to use are the Chem rune, which gives you offering when you cast Evade, and the Cax rune, which gives you more damage up to 100% for 1 second. For our jewelry this season, we want to use the seasonal Heradric jewels. We have Scornful Light for more damage, Seal of Power for more critical hit chance and movement speed, and then Idle from Below so we're unhindered all the time so we can trigger unrestrained power all the time. For our seasonal powers, I like using Cosmic Anomaly with Thunderous Particle. Our Arcana are Shifting Power for more movement speed, which remember gives us more damage through our passives, Bottled Wind for more barrier. This along with all of our other barriers generated are a big defensive layer, so much so we don't need to worry about resistance capping for the build. Floaty Bubble, as it's another School of Power Arcana, so we can trigger our Jewel Seal of Power, and it manages to teleport us often wherever our Cosmic Anomaly is going, which speeds up map clearing as well. For our Mercenary, I've gone for Variana for more movement speed and attack speed, and our Reinforcement is Rahir, who uses the Shield Charge skill, which can heal you and fortify you. For our Paragon board, it will be in more detail in the planner, but here's a rough overview. We get the Spirit Glyph first for more critical strike damage. Then we go up and get the Sapping Legendary node, and here we place the Jagged Plume Glyph. This is the glyph you want to level first to Legendary, as Stormfeather potency is king for the build. As you can see, we pick up tons of extra dexterity nodes around here to maximize it. Then you want to come across and get Viscous Shield, and we place the Canny glyph here. Then go up and place the Fulminate glyph and get the Convergence node. These non-physical damage nodes here are good to get as they boost Convergence a lot, which is a multiplicative boost. Our final board, which I haven't unlocked yet, is Drive, which again is a 30% damage boost for just moving. And here we place the Talon glyph, which boosts Eagle skill damage. So there you have it, my complete guide to the Evade Spiritborn speed farming build. It's strong enough for speed farming content such as pits and nightmare dungeons on Torment 4 for fast clears. If you enjoyed what I talked about today, remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Diablo 4 builds as we get deeper into Season 9. I'm Mr. On It, and that's it for today. Peace out, guys.